Hi, everyone, and welcome to Marketing Mindset. Today, we're excited to talk to Mark Yosick, the Senior Director of Marketing for Surgical at MiMedx.
I think one area where marketing could continue to evolve is with credibility. I think there's an opportunity to pair more creativity more consistently with substance, making sure claims and stories and experiences are grounded in trust and relevance. I think when marketing earns credibility, it becomes much more influential. Purpose acts as like sort of a guidepost for our marketing. I think because our products are used to support clinicians or surgeons in patient care, we focus on education, evidence, and usefulness rather than just promotion. I think that keeps our work grounded and impactful, and it's motivating for our team to know that the work we do ultimately connects back to real patients and real care decisions. I found the most effective way is to create authentic and emotional connections to start with clarity and honesty. I think audiences respond when brands are clear about who they're serving and why. Rather than trying to be everything to everyone, we focus on being relevant and useful to the surgeons and healthcare practitioners that we're speaking to. I think marketing in the medical device and surgical space is uniquely challenging because it sits at the intersection of innovation, regulation, and patient care. One of the biggest challenges is balancing creativity with compliance while making sure the messaging is compelling, evidence-based, and authentic. Another challenge is the complexity of the audience. We're communicating with highly trained surgeons across multiple specialties, each with different needs, decision drivers, and practice environments. And that requires marketing to be truly attuned and credible. Ultimately, success in this industry, I think, comes from earning trust through clarity, consistency, and substance rather than hype. I've adapted to changing preferences by listening closely to how audiences want to engage while keeping the core message consistent. I think one example that I could provide is a custom hands-on 3D spine surgical simulator that I co-developed in response to feedback from surgical societies that wanted more interactive, tactile engagement at conferences and educational forums. So rather than relying solely on static displays, we created a realistic anatomical model that allowed surgeons to experience how the product actually handles. We launched the simulator at several national neurosurgery conferences last year and saw strong engagement and very positive feedback. Building on that momentum, in 2026, we introduced a portable version of this 3D spine simulator for our surgical sales team. And that enabled them to show to surgeons they're actually applying our product in practice on the anatomical model prior to an actual clinical use in the OR. So that shift towards experiential education significantly improved comfort, confidence, and overall engagement with our customers. I think the first thing is really focus on the consistency of message across the platforms while tailoring to how it's delivered to each setting. So an example would be that hands-on 3D spine simulator campaign that I mentioned. It connected conferences with medical education, with social media, and field engagement. And that unified experience carried over rather than isolated touch points. And I noticed that because those experiences were connected for the customer, it allowed them to not have to relearn the story each time it was delivered to them. They just simply wanted to go deeper the next time they saw something, next time it came back to them. I think consistency starts with a clearly defined core message and disciplined execution. We rely on shared messaging frameworks, approved claims matrices, brand guidelines, and strong cross-functional alignment to ensure the brand shows up consistently across every platform. When that foundation is in place, I think our teams can move really fast without introducing inconsistencies. We've explored experiential marketing, digital education, and hands-on engagement to grow our brand. The biggest lesson has been that creativity is the most effective when it's purposeful and focused on adding real value rather than just new channels for the sake of novelty. The common thread is always looking for ways to meet people where they are and engaging them in a way that feels natural and meaningful. I'm really passionate about creating things that have excellence to them, but I really love things that have like a lasting impact. So, and being part of that creative process, figuring that out, what connects with customers, I feel like that passion is my secret sauce. Just being able to like be so intrinsically motivated to like see things through no matter what challenge comes before me, to partner with other people and find a way to make it work. And then to see that on the back end of like coming to fruition and helping other people do their jobs and connect our mission to, helping with patient care and products that enable surgeons to offer these products to their patients is really rewarding for me. I think what brings me the most joy is seeing creative ideas come to life and knowing the work has a real impact. I also really enjoy mentoring and learning from others, which keeps the work meaningful and energizing for me. Just as a marketer, I'm always like learning from customers, mentors, teammates, and creative communities, including things like improv. And that learning process has been one of the most rewarding parts of my career and has helped me grow. So thank you so much, Madeline, for this opportunity and the setup team. I love being able to work with you guys and seeing you guys at different marketing events throughout the Atlanta community, and so grateful for what you all are doing in your mission.